Welcome, this is Keith with Cyber. If you guys are watching this video, first off, I'd like to say thank you. If you guys are watching this video and you guys are not subscribed to the Cyber channel, please go ahead and hit the subscription button, as well as the bell notification, which will allow us to notify you whenever we release brand new content. Today, I'd like to briefly discuss the Windows Insider program and how to enroll in it. If you're like a lot of Windows users out there, chances are you may not even heard of it before. And that's okay. It's actually something I, myself, wasn't familiar with either. So what is it? Well, the Windows Insider program is essentially an open software testing program by Microsoft that allows users who own a valid license for a Windows 10 or Windows 2016 or higher operating system to register for pre-release builds. And this was previously only accessible by software developers. So what exactly does that mean? Well, this program allows you to download and install these pre-release builds that have not officially been released to the general public as a stable build, I guess you could say. So it's basically a beta testing ground for Microsoft that allows you to utilize these pre-release builds, test it out, and provide feedback. So a direct quote from Microsoft here is, by joining the Windows Insider program, you can be one of the first to experience the new ideas and concepts we're building. In return, we want to know what you think. You'll get an easy-to-use feedback hub app to send us your feedback, which will help us in developing the product for the future. All right, so let's say you're interested in this and you want to install one of these pre-release builds right now. Well, the first thing you're going to have to do is enroll in the Windows Update program. Now, one of the quickest ways to do that is directly through your Windows PC. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so the quickest and easiest way to do this is to simply open your search bar at the bottom left, type in Windows Update, and we're going to click Windows Update Settings. Now, if you go down to the bottom here, Windows Insider Program, go ahead and maximize that for you guys. And as you guys can see here, we've got the Get Insider Preview Builds. Join the Windows Insider Program. So let's go ahead and hit Get Started. So it's going to ask you to link an account. Preferably, this is the one that you utilize to initially set up your Windows 10 admin account or your main user for this PC. Let's go ahead and click Link Account. I'm going to use the main account that I utilized to register initially. Go ahead and hit Continue. And you guys can also do this via the website that we'll have in the description, but this method is a lot quicker. All right, so it's going to ask you guys what kind of content would you like to receive. Take a look at what we got here. So just fixes, apps and drivers, active development of Windows, skip ahead to the next Windows release. So we can select any of this, but if you're really interested in just getting the pre-release builds, you could select this, and I believe it'll put you to 1903, which is the next major service build that's coming out in late April, early May. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, well, not too fast here. Skip stabilizing our upcoming release and move straight on to our next Windows release. Maybe we don't want to do that. All right. Let's just go ahead and do just fixes apps and drivers for now, just for the sake of this this tutorial. All right, it gives us a nice little feel-good dialogue here. We're going to go ahead and click Confirm. Thanks for participating in the Windows Insider program. We need to restart your PC so you can get Insider Preview builds. So although I didn't select that third option, I believe you're going to be able to go ahead and select some of the specifics in the builds that are released through Windows Update once you register and restart your computer. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright guys, we are back. We just restarted our PC after enrolling in the Windows Insider program. One thing I wanted to show you guys before we went ahead and checked out the Windows Update program settings again is how to check your current build version, which is going to be kind of useful if you intend to utilize this program for the pre-release builds and mess around with that. So we're gonna again open up this search bar here on the bottom left, type in winver, and hit that run command, and there you go. It tells you your Windows 10 current build number, and we are on version 1803, OS build 17134. Just wanted to show you guys that real quick. And with that, let's jump right back into the Windows Insider program settings. So as you guys can tell, we successfully enrolled and restarted. It's got our Windows Insider account registered here. Again, that's the account I utilized to initially set up my main account for this Windows 10 PC. So it's got our drop-down menu, and we can change the options from just fixes, apps and drivers, active development of Windows, and skipping ahead to the next Windows release. And each one gives you a brief description on the intent behind it and kind of an overview of the risk here. For instance, just fixes, apps and drivers. Best for insiders who enjoy seeing early access to updates for the current branch, Microsoft applications, and drivers with minimal risk to their devices. And if we go to skip ahead to the next Windows release option, best for insiders who enjoy being the first to identify issues, provide suggestions, and ideas to make Windows devices great. And that's kind of a covert way of saying there is a little bit of risk involved there because, again, you're the first to utilize that build, and they're kind of relying on you to provide feedback to identify anything from security vulnerabilities, to application malfunctions and relatable topics such as that. And as you can tell, there is no pace option for that. I believe that's just applicable to active development option and just fixes, apps and drive. No, just for active development. All right, as you guys can also see, you can stop getting insider preview builds if you no longer want to participate in this program by just clicking that, and that will unenroll you. Now, just to briefly show you guys something here. Here's the program overview. I'm not going to go and read through this. This is something you guys can do on your own if you're interested in learning about the types of updates that are available through this this program. And again, just highlighting the major builds and then some of these minor servicing builds. And it also goes into rings, defining them, especially the description of the frequency that we just mentioned and how they're dictated as rings, a different level of stability and a different cadence. And there you go, you got fast, slow, and then discusses how to get support. Again, feedback, which is very important, which is basically the foundation of this program for Microsoft as they try to fine-tune their releases, especially when public releases are coming up. And as mentioned, if you wanted to leave the program in its entirety, you can unregister and then you can unenroll. So unenrolling, I'm sorry, I misspoke earlier. Unenrolling is just hitting that stop insider preview build. And then if you want to unregister completely, you do this. And yeah, so that is it, guys. That is how you guys enroll and basically kick off the Windows Insider program and set up your PC for future pre-release builds. And you guys can choose the different options for minor versus major service releases and how much risk you want to expose your PC to in terms of getting the latest Microsoft development available to you. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, Please hit that like button, and once again, subscribe if you guys are not a subscriber. We have loads of great content. So, thanks.